taking your questions for as long as they let me hang out here. Security already pulled up, kind of looked at me funny, like, "What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing? You the guy I've been hearing about screaming and yelling, so security might kick me out, but I'm hot. I'm here doing a live Q&A. No, we're not going to mock draft tonight. I know everybody gets disappointed when I don't mock draft, but we mock draft a lot. When we do mock draft, we mock draft hardcore. And I find as the channel is growing, a bigger need to talk to you guys, not mock draft. I know a lot of you love the mock drafting. I'm not going to do away with mock drafting. I'm not even really dialing mock drafting back, because when we mock draft longer than everybody. We do more mock drafts than everybody. Like, we're definitely doing our share, but I find myself, it's so hard for me to be like, okay, tonight I'm mock drafting. I don't enjoy it as much. I'm going to be honest. I like talking to you guys one-on-one. I like answering your questions. I like doing the Q&A. I like even being out and about doing the Q&A in the streets of Phoenix or Tempe, doing the Q&A like this. I enjoy this so much more than mock drafting. Not that we won't mock draft. I'm just letting you know why I sometimes decide I'm not doing it. I refused. I refuse to do it. Today I refuse. 25 of you in here, 14 thumbs up, punch the thumb up button. Appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Trade Higgins, Knox, and B-Rob for Waddle and Schultz. Trade Higgins, Knox, and B-Rob for Waddle and Schultz. Man, I'd probably say keep the Higgins side. B-Rob can be like, look, Higgins and Waddle could wash, and I kind of like Higgins a little more. Knox and Schultz technically could wash, but I'm going to say I like Schultz more, but B-Rob is a big difference maker, bro. Big difference maker. What's up, Benny? Crazy to take JJ or Najee over JT at 1. Yeah, because you should be trading down. If you can't trade down, there's security. There's security. See him, he's getting on his cart. He's a stickler. He's a stickler. That boy eyeballs me. He eyeballs me good when he sees me over here. He's right there. See him in the cart. He's eyeballing me big time. There he is. There he is, right there over my shoulder. Do you think the Niners make the Super Bowl run? Yeah, I think they're one of the final 2 teams in the NFC. I think it's going to be the Rams and the Niners. I don't know who wins. I think the Niners or Rams could definitely be capable. Where is he going? Is he going? There he goes. There he goes. He's right there. Look. There he goes. I'm always getting it. My whole life, security guards coming up to me, getting in detention. I feel like as I've gotten older, I've gotten in less trouble as I get older. See my image, guys. Look at Terry's new avatar. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Danny Gray stealing fantasy. I mean, yeah, like wide receiver 4 or 5, and then you hope that he gets into a fantasy football wide receiver 3 position for you. Not likely or anytime soon, but definitely like him. Definitely like him. What's up, Dan? Dan the man. Terry's new avatar's new image. I love it. Matthew Stafford arm is a pool noodle now, says Trig. I don't know if it's a pool noodle, bro. I think people I think a lot of Niner fans like to pretend it's done, that he's done. Like the day that the report broke that said that Stafford was suffering with an elbow issue, I had my own Niner people. I even had Vlad DMing me saying that it's a full-blown elbow explosion, Tommy John surgery's needed, he might be done. Like, all the Niner fans were completely fooled into thinking that Stafford's injury was worse than it was. Now, could it turn that way? Yeah, but let's not get carried away. I know Niner fans want Stafford's elbow to be done. They do, plain and simple. Smitty, do you think Brady was on The Masked Singer? He already said he wasn't, Brian. He confirmed he was not on The Masked Singer. So that was a fake report. He said he was not on it. Pitts worth drafting? Absolutely. I love Pitts, bro. round 4, late round 4 is a steal. Round 5 is very rare, but if you get him around 5, bro, home run. Elbow explosion. Yeah, Trig, everybody was like, all the Niner fans were like, like, I love my Niner fans, but you guys are crazy. You guys are so biased when it comes to when it comes to news. It's like, news report, his elbow, he has little tendonitis. Oh my God, Smitty, I'm hearing reports that Stafford's arm exploded. Like literally, and Vlad literally is like, and I don't blame Vlad because he heard it from other Niner people, but Vlad was like, his elbow exploded. His elbow exploded, like Tommy John. Full blown surgery required. He's on his way to the hospital. He didn't really say that part, but Vladdy, you in here? Don't tell him I'm talking about him. Smitty, why CD over Debo? I mean, why Debo over CD? Why CD over Debo? I mean, they're like near dead even, bro. I love both of them, so I don't really think you'll find a place where I'm like adamant about one over the other. You know what I mean? Hey, Smitty, 10 team, Superflex, PPR, Dynasty. Are you trading Lamb, Olave for Pitts and a 2023 second? Lamb and Olave for Pitts and a 2023 second. That's pretty close because Lamb and Pitts are pretty darn, close ADP. So I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to say dead even. I'm going to lean Lamb and Olave because you get the 2 players. I'm not really worried about a second round, bro. Lance arm fatigue or Stafford's noodle arm. I mean, you know what's funny is the Niner fans, you think they would appreciate an overblown elbow or arm fatigue story, but no. Just jump straight on the same thing. Start talking about Stafford's elbow. Am I concerned about Breece Hall getting second team reps? No. No, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. Not at all. I don't care if he doesn't start the game. I don't care if Michael Carter's out there on drive 1. Like, this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. He's also a rookie. He's got to pay his dues. Second team. Was it second team, or did they just say, we want to get him some more run? You want more practice? So we're going to run you out there. You good with that? Yes, coach. Put me out there. Who's talking about second team? Who's defining that as second team? Because he wants to play more preseason run. They want to get a rookie out there to get his feet wet. You know what I mean? It's made up. People are drawing conclusions. Second team. Even like when people say that Monty's practicing with the second and third team and he's done, take it with a grain of salt. Like Herbert's so good. That's one reason why I feel like that has a little more water and there's more legs to that story because we already know Herbert's nipping at his heels. In the case of Breece Hall, they drafted this guy who had one of the top 5 combines in combine history, runs a 4.39. His film says all that anyway. Like watching his film, I came away with Kenneth Walker, Breece Hall, potential generational talents. And then their combine and the 40 time, all that confirmed what we already knew, which was that this man was popping on film. Okay? So I find it funny when people, and I'm not talking about, I don't even know who asked the question, so understand that I'm not going at you. But I don't understand how people are trying to draw conclusions about a player that a team drafted to be their future running back. And we're in the preseason, and people are already worried about whether a player is going to end up excelling or not after preseason carries. I mean, does anybody think things get decided like that, where you literally you have an off season where a rookie's getting used to things, and then he's not going to get. They're not going to trust him all year. This isn't Javonte 2021 all over again. Every running back that has a little bit of a climb, everybody assumes is going to be Javonte 2021. That you're going to sit on it all year and watch it just never happen. And people, people took Clyde Edwards-Helaire when Clyde ended up busting on all of us. We all love Clyde. I admittedly love Clyde more than most people. He busted on us. Okay, I still like Clyde this year with Pacheco. I think the duo is pretty safe and secure. especially given the cost of entry. It's so late. Pacheco and CEH are pretty darn good, especially like as a flex option. But Clyde busted on us. Clyde busted on us hardcore. And you know what people took into 2022 or 2021? Started worrying about that. Started worrying. I think I got a super chat in here. I'm sorry if I missed that. Let me go look at it real quick. I apologize. Sometimes I miss things. Terry Roberts. Oh, I did read that. Okay, Terry, appreciate you. What did people take out of Clyde? Clyde 2021. What happened? Or 2022. Clyde 2022. What happened? People overreacted about that situation and they doubted Najee Harris, but we didn't. We didn't. We went out there kind of like Brett Favre throwing an INT or Aaron Rodgers throwing an INT, getting right back on the field and just firing a couple more missiles without any kind of hesitation. You can't hesitate or worry about the previous year. You can't worry about a bust you may have had in 2020 or 2021 when you're talking about 2022. What do? We believed in Najee. What do? We took Najee 9 to 14 overall. What did other people do? They cited Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Don't draft Najee that high. Look what happened to Clyde. Who cares what happened to Clyde? Who cares what happened in 2021? What matters is right now. How do you feel about Breece Hall right now? How do you feel about ETN right now? How do you feel about Dobbs right now? How do you feel about rookies in their situations versus worrying about what other rookies did in other situations and other environments during other seasons? I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it at all. Breece Hall to the moon. Vamp in the house. Got best intro music of all time. Game of Thrones, yeah. 23 first or Damian Pierce. Depends on where the first is, bro. It's kind of a loaded question, Robert. But in general, I would say, I mean, I like Pierce, but he's not proven yet. I do like him a lot, but it depends where the pick is. If it's like a 10 or 11 or 12 pick, give me Damian maybe. But if it's like an early pick, I don't know. It's a close one. Travis Etienne or Connor. Matt, let me put it this way. You're not crazy to like Connor. You're not crazy to like Connor over Etienne, but it's not even close for me. Etienne's borderline 3.2, 3.4, 3.5 worthy to me. Push comes to shove, I really would take Etienne at 3.4, 3.3. I don't care. I don't care what anybody thinks. I really don't care. I'm not here to care. I'm here to tell you what I think, and I'm here to hopefully guide you in the right direction if you have a like-minded feeling about Etienne. I'm not here to convince you to like Etienne if you hate Etienne. I'm not here to convince you to doubt Henry if you really love Henry, and just because I doubt Henry. I'm here to try and paint a picture the best way I can and let you make your decision based on your knowledge and what you know. But Connor is literally a risky fourth-round pick to me. Like, I'm avoiding Connor if I can in round 4. ETN, I'd take it 3.2, bro. These players are miles apart for me. And it doesn't mean that you're wrong thinking the way you are. Connor had a great year. And, you know, I'm more going out on a limb than you are by saying I think he's not going to do as well. So that's why you're not taking a lap. It's not a crazy or weird question, or it's not a bad question, bro. But give me ETN all day long. Give me the mini Christian McCaffrey all day long. I'm not in the game of chasing James Conner and his ADP. That when it's high, we invest and he busts on you. When it's low, he breaks out and helps you win a league. Like, I don't know if many people understand that I actually conducted the James Conner train his breakout year on my YouTube channel. Walking into that season, I told everyone that James Conner would win leagues for people, and he wasn't even set to start a game. Le'Veon Bell hadn't even sniffed the idea of holding out yet. And I said, James Conner needs to be drafted. He's one of my top 10 bold predictions before there's even a hint of any kind of holdout. I said, James Conner needs to be grabbed. He needs to be stashed. He could win leagues for people in 2022. I think Jalen Samuels was there too, so it was like a combination, like a duo thing. Like, make sure you kind of almost cut both of them. Kind of like when I said Mitchell and Sermon. A lot of people say, Smitty, you busted on Sermon. I didn't bust on Sermon. You weren't listening or paying attention. I said Sermon, admittedly Sermon before Mitchell because he was drafted before. Sermon and Mitchell cuffed together will win leagues in 2021. Sermon and Mitchell together, cuffed together, will win leagues for people in 2021. What a lot of people heard was Sermon. Oh, I'm not going to pick up Mitchell. They didn't grab Mitchell. They didn't listen to me. Their benches were too small. You can't deploy what I'm saying if you're not paying attention. And what happened? Mitchell won leagues for people in 2021. Getting all my years mixed up. So when you talk about 2021 and then 2022, you get all confused. Um, Connor was my win a league player before he was even expected to start a game. I loved Connor. Okay, so this is not hatred toward Connor. I understand the value and ability Connor has because I feel like I found the guy. Barkley in the first, no, bro, I wouldn't take Barkley in a second. Um, but I'm not opposed to you guys trusting your gut on Barkley in round two. But if anybody takes Barkley in round one, you're crapping the bed. You're crapping the bed big time because he ain't sniffing first round ADP. So why on earth would you take him in the first round? Should I handcuff Javonte or keep Ramandre? Should I handcuff Javonte or keep Ramandre? I mean, I guess that depends on your backup and depth. Like, if you need Melvin Gordon, if you're hurting at your running back two, and you're already, then again, you're going to need Ramondre. Um, God, man, I I, I want to lean Ramondre. I want to lean Ramondre. I get the appeal of having the cuff. I guess your team makeup definitely matters. Who's your team, bro? Says Killa under. Who's my team, bro? I have hundreds of teams. I've got 100 best ball teams. What do you mean? Who's my team? What's up, Water Gummy? Dynasty trade. Derek for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Straight up. Derek who? Derek for who, bro? Keep Ramondre. I have Hall and Akers on the bench. Not a big Akers guy. Giancarlo. Arizona's right. Giancarlo, you're in Arizona? I always forget, bro. Please forgive me if I keep forgetting that. Derrick Henry for Amon-Ra St. Brown. Bro, Henry, even though I don't love Henry this year, Henry's got way more value than Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, what team am I rooting for? Okay, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm in Arizona, so Cardinals. Half my family's from Buffalo, so I'm a quiet, like, don't really much about it, but Bills. I push for the Bills. But I don't really talk about that too much. I don't really talk about some of the I'm mostly fantasy. Like I am able to separate it completely, and so I'm more of a fantasy fan than I'm a Cardinal fan. I'm more of an analyst and have that kind of thinking than I'm a Cardinal person. Like, I could care less about whether the Cardinals win or lose when I'm wearing my analyst hat. I'm so good at separating myself and not even concerning myself with the Cardinals when I'm talking about football and analyzing it. It's kind of just how I've grown up doing it for 20 years. You know what I mean? So I've done this professionally for 20 years. I'm not new to this, and I literally know how to literally have no ties to any team or anything like that. A lot of people think I'm a Niner fan because I'm a big Trey Lance fan, but I've no no fandom that trumps the fantasy football uh, analyst frame of mind that I'm attacking things from. Chase Edmonds, not a big fan of Chase Edmonds. 120 of you in here, only 48 thumbs up. Punch that thumb up button for your boy Smitty. Smitty, take us to ASU Stadium. Maybe I'll do that this coming weekend, or maybe Thursday night or something. Just messing with you, Smitty. No problem. You're not offending me when you call me a Niner fan. A lot of people think I am, but I'm not. Like, I'm a Niner supporter because I love Trey. You catch Top Gun yet, Smitty? I'm halfway through. It's phenomenal. I haven't shaved. I'm gonna go with the mustache. I think maybe tomorrow during the live stream, just kind of shave all this down and go with the mustache and yeah. Thank you, Terry. Go follow if you're on Facebook. Click this link Terry dropped and join the Facebook group. Terry's gonna man it, be the chief moderator in chief. Is Eli Mitchell good in the 5th round? Yeah, really good. Make sure you cuff him though. Yeah, I'm doing the stash. I don't care. I don't care. I'm top gunning the stash right here. I'll be dropping that stash probably tomorrow. I'll come on the show. Everybody wear their uniform. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate you, Matt. I have 1.1, 1.6. Should I go running back? Running back. Always go best player available. There's no running back position. Nothing. You go with best player available, bro. You go best player available. You don't look back. You don't think twice. JT and 1.6 probably JJ or Jamar. Balance is good when you can do it, but like if you got the 1.6, am I tempted to go Najee and JT? Yeah, I am. But I'd probably go JJ and JT, I guess. Part of me wants Javonte and JT, but good spot to draft Debo, 12 to 14. Josh, appreciate you. Good 3rd round wide receiver. That's where it's a weird. 3rd round's weird. I'd probably say like AJ Brown is my favorite 3rd round wide receiver right now. I love AJ Brown in the 3rd round. Eagles or Cowboys? Who's the better fantasy team? Going to be close. They're going to be neck and neck, bro. Hurts is going to ball. AJ Brown's going to ball. CeeDee Lamb, Pollard, Schultz. They're all going to ball. Like that's like a trick question. Mixon to the moon, but I'm biased, says Josh. Yeah, I don't hate Mixon at all. I'm just I'll be honest. He was one guy that I was not ultra high on last year because I worried about the mileage adding up, the 8-man fronts he's faced over and over in his career, waiting for this team to rise up and become the team that it is right now. Offensive line issues. So I thought I'm going to stay away from this guy. And he did well. He did well. And I'm not down on him for this year, but it's more about me liking other players better. There's no hate for Mixon this season. I don't like him long term. He's again had so much mileage and abuse waiting for this team to get to where it's at. But I feel like it's more about the other players I like better. Javonte, Lamb, Debo, Diggs, just all those guys ahead of Mixon. And it's not a knock on Mixon at all. Let's see. I got trade offer Deontay Johnson for Breece Hall. What do I think? I'd take Breece Hall, bro, in a heartbeat. Not a Deontay fan. Pittman, Mike Williams, or Brandon Cooks. I probably go. I lean Pittman right now, and then Mike Williams, but I like them very, very evenly. And then yeah, that's it. Cooks is underrated. Every year I underrate him, and I love Davis Mills. You'd think I'd love Cooks, but I don't know if it's just the head issues, the one concussion away from being out for the year. He's had so many head injuries. JJ and Jamar Chase over Cooper Kupp. For me, yeah, but they're all 3 monsters, bro. ETN or A-Rob at flex. ETN, not that it can't change, a couple games, and I'm like, okay, never mind, throw him in, but I'm going ETN, bro. ETN. Pittman, then Cooks for you. Okay, Kenny. Rank the draft order of Breece Hall, ETN, and Connor. I mean, ADP is going to tell you Connor, but I'm going to say ETN, Breece Hall, and then space Connor. And reason being is ETN's got a whole lot more security as of the moment, just a lot more secure at the moment. But that doesn't mean that won't change. Once, like in a vacuum, and if forced to try and predict whether I want Breece Hall or ETN come mid-season, who will be firing on all cylinders, who will be top 5 to 10 running back upside, they both could be. They both will be. I love them both, bro. I love them both. Well, who are we kidding? But For right now, I like ETN just a little bit more. G Money with the super chat. G Money, appreciate you, my man. Mashed potatoes. Let's ready. Mashed potatoes. Let's drop the phone. G Money says Tom Brady was definitely on The Masked Singer. He can't tell us. Thanks for the live. Why do you think he was definitely? G Money, why was he definitely on The Masked Singer? Why definitely? Because he already said he wasn't. I think he wouldn't say anything, bro. I don't think he'd come out and even reply. What makes you think he was on it and he's just being quiet? You know what I mean? Oh, God, they're coming to clean the street cleaners are here with the loud pump and everything. It's gonna be all loud. I'd love to know why you think that, because there's nothing that indicates it based on what he said. And not saying he'd admit it, but I don't think he'd come out and talk about it. Swift or Kamara? Come on, bro. You can't be serious. McLove, you can't be serious. Swift or Kamara? Come on, take a lap. Kyler or Lamar? Give me Kyler. Mark Andrews or Higgins? That's pretty even. I'd say dead even. Pick 4, Eckler, Najee, or one of the receivers. I'd probably say Najee, and then the JJ Chase or Chase JJ, then the other one, and then I'd probably say Eckler and Cup are pretty close to tied for me, is what I would say. Hurts or Kyler, Hurts for me by quite a bit. Well, the weekly rankings release on the website, absolutely, for sure. Which DST are you rocking this year? Dallas when I can. Dallas when I can for sure. Burrow over Kyler and Hurts, absolutely. I love Burrow. When will the weekly rankings be released? I'll probably do week 1 this weekend. And then there'll be every Wednesday, roughly. I'll have a schedule for it. Smitty on the late night action. Attaboy, appreciate you. Packers sleeper defense, absolutely. Packers are probably, I'd probably say, the best later team that you can talk about. Cowboys are very highly ranked, but people laugh at you when you call them the number 1 ranked defense, even though they finished by number 1 by quite a bit. You know, they were number 1 by quite a bit, and people actually give you a raised eyebrow. Hopkins 8 round, worth it. Yeah, absolutely. That's good value. Hollywood or Metcalf? Give me Metcalf by quite a bit. Dan, 16 team Superflex PPR auction. Lance, Chase, Woods, McKenzie, Aaron Jones, Clyde Schultz, thoughts. Woods. No, I like Lance. I like Chase. I like Schultz and Aaron Jones. Feels a little bit light to me. A little light. You need one move, bro. You need one trade, one big waiver wire acquisition to be able to take down the title, I think. Which isn't bad. It's just one move. Metcalf, he has a little bit more 5th round value, but he should have 4th round value. What got ugly? Lance or Brady? Give me Lance, man. Hollywood gonna have a monster year. Probably have a pretty good year, yeah. Appreciate you, Venkat. Earliest I'd take Godwin. I'm not really drafting Godwin, bro. His ADP is 9 or 10, and I'd probably say that's not bad. I'm gonna walk away from these street sweeper cleaners, or I don't know if it's the bug man or what, but hold on. Amon Ra or over Metcalf. I don't. That one's tough. Here's the thing. I think Amon Ra could outscore Metcalf. I do. But Metcalf is a guy you're drafting at least a round before Amon-Ra, at least one round. So I'm going to say DK, then Amon-Ra, but I think you can own both of them. I think if you go Javonte and Swift in rounds 1 and 2, there's no reason you can't have DK and Amon-Ra and a Breece Hall and a Joe Burrow on the same team. Pierce, Danny Gray, Zamir White. Pierce, Danny Gray for Zamir White and Schwartz. You don't mean Schultz, right? I don't know if you mean Schultz. Conventional wisdom says that Trey Lance in the late 6 is too early, but I'm probably pulling the trigger. Why does conventional wisdom say that? Where did that come from? Smitty, you're the GOAT, but acknowledge my super chat. Willie Beeman or Utah? I'm sorry if I missed your super chat. Hold on. Thank you for reminding me. If I ever miss a super chat, just tell me. Like you did. Anthony, it's not, you didn't actually, is that Anthony? Anthony, you didn't actually put that in there. You just have a super chat and there was no comment in there. But Willie Beeman or Johnny Utah? Johnny Utah, bro. Come on. Come on now. Brady, CMC, Saquon, Connor, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Muth, Dylan Pollard, Cowboys. Thank you again, Gabriel. What do you think? 12-team PPR, need a tight end. Who should I trade or trade for? So CMC, Saquon, Connor, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis. It's a good team, bro. I feel like you also are one move away, and that could be a waiver wire grab of the year. Getting the Mitchell of 2022. Boom, there you are. You're in the championship. So just keep on your toes on waivers. But I feel like, A, I don't love Saquon. B, I don't love Connor. C, I'm not really drafting CMC. So literally have 3 guys that I'm kind of avoiding. You know what I mean, Gabriel? Like, I can tell you haven't been watching the channel. Not that you have to draft who I like. I'm not saying that, but I can tell you don't watch it religiously because that's definitely a team I wouldn't have constructed at all, except for Freiermuth and Pollard. But I mean, bro, you can win with that team. You just need one move. You need to get this year's Eli Mitchell. And if you noticed from my waiver wire show, you're gonna get waiver wire content better from your boy Smitty than anywhere because of the way we break it down. And all you need is that one Eli Mitchell, and you're in it, bro. You're in it. Ertz or Waller. I don't even know who to advise you to trade, though. Like, trade CMC for Javonte and St. Brown. Boom. Now you're in it, bro. Trade CMC for Javonte and DK. Boom. Now you're in it. Trade CMC for ETN and AJ Brown. Boom. Now you're in it. Andrew Schultz, the comedian. Bill Burr, Joe Coy, rank them. Give me Andrew Schultz, I guess. Don't you have Lamar at 15 on Fantasy Pros? Why? Predicting injury, Lonnie. I'm predicting injury. Can I ask you something, Lonnie? Who's the number 1 quarterback ranker on Fantasy Pros over the last 3 seasons? Last 3 seasons, I'm number 1 in the entire industry on Fantasy Pros. Don't question my quarterback ranking, Lonnie. Don't question my quarterback ranking on Fantasy Pros. I'm number 1 across the entire industry, bro. Number 1. This is why. These are reasons why. This is why your boy Smitty ranks number 1 in the industry. I'm predicting injury for Lamar. You'll find no one on Fantasy Pros that has Tyler Huntley ranked higher than I do on my draft rankings on Fantasy Pros. Don't tell anybody. Tyler Huntley's going to win me the Fantasy Pros QB ranking. I was the tight end whisperer, but I did get knocked off last year because I had in 22 out of the last 3 seasons before 2021, I was number 1. Actually, number 1. And it wasn't just the average. I was number one twice. Quarterbacks, I've ranked 6. I've ranked 1. I've ranked like 14. I've ranked, like the average of the 3 is putting me at number 1. But yeah, Lamar, I'm staying far away from this year. I'm predicting injury. I'm predicting downfall. I'm predicting bust. And honestly, I feel like I'm not ahead of that out there. I don't feel like I'm not out there on this. I don't think I'm crazy. I think people just want to believe in him so bad because people hate any adversity he has. They just want to root for him, and I get that. I respect that. But he literally busted 2 years in a row. If you own Lamar Jackson, he literally failed you 2 years in a row. And if you disagree, tell me why, and I'll shoot it down. Saquon or Kamara, give me Saquon. I mean, I'd rather have the player that's on the field for sure. We don't know if Saquon or Kamara is going to play all year. Should I pick up Isaiah Likely? Depends on what you got to drop, but I like Likely a lot. Pittman to the moon, says Avatar. Avatar in the building. What Seattle's wideout value if Jimmy G becomes a Q? Stop talking about Jimmy G becoming a quarterback in Seattle. No one wants Jimmy G to start, bro. What's the value of the Seattle wide receivers? They go down. If Jimmy G goes to Seattle, they go down. The value goes down. The guy can't throw more than 10 yards down the field. Geno Smith's a better quarterback than Jimmy G. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is this Jimmy G stuff? Kenneth Walker season, absolutely. And I appreciate you, by the way. I'm not mad at you. Smitty, 10-man, shallow redraft. Who do you recommend getting top QBs early? 10-man, shallow redraft. Give me Burrow. Round 6, 7. 10-team league. Burrow should go in round 6, 7, not 5, 6. I mean, that's the answer. That's the ticket. Hurts in 6. There you go. Lance in 7, 8. Am I right to assume Sutton will be better with Russell Wilson than he was? Yeah. Are you right to assume Sutton will be better than Judy? We don't know. Is a QB important in 1 QB leagues? It's always important, but the question is, why is Joe Burrow? not on everyone's mind. Why do you guys don't go to sleep every night thinking about Joe Burrow smoking a cigar? I don't know. I don't understand it. Gabe Davis or Brandon Cooks? God, Brandon Cooks is so undervalued by me. I don't know why I'm so biased against him. It's the injuries, but he hasn't had any lately. You know, he hasn't had any head injuries lately, and I keep doubting him. But give me Gabe. Give me Gabe Davis. Yank, that's too long, bro. Let me see. Burrow, Swift, Javonte, Waddle, Hollywood, Schultz, Hall. Okay, it's long because you're posting a massively amazing looking team. Someone kept Burrow. Can't think of him. Can you win a league on draft day? Absolutely. You can win a league on draft day. You can lose a league on draft day. You can win a league on waivers. You can lose a league on waivers. A lot of people lose their league on waivers because they leave somebody out there that shouldn't leave out there. You know, they sleep at the wheel. They miss Mitchell, and then they lose their league. They miss Brian Robinson. They lose their league. Mike Williams over Keenan. Quietly, I feel that way. Draft-wise, you can't really draft him over. Late quarterbacks, Davis Mills. I love Davis Mills. Rate my starting 7. Chase. You guys are too quick. 140 of you in here, only 81 thumbs up. Punch the thumb up button. Let's go. Rate my 7. Chase, DeAndre Swift, Javonte, Burrow. You coming in flexing like that, bro. 12-man league, my whatever. It's drafted with 11 grandmas, bro. Come on. You're drafted at the old folks' home, taking advantage of 11 old ladies, bro. Rate my team. Smitty, rate my team. You like it? Oh, man. B. Robinson to the moon. Maybe. You know who one of the best handcuffs in the NFL is right now in fantasy? Antonio Gibson. Antonio Gibson's become a super handcuff. phenomenal value. This Antonio Gibson, unbelievable. Aaron Jones versus, and this is a guy we fade, right? We faded Gibby, but now we're not fading Gibby. Why are we not fading Gibby? Because now he's going as a super handcuff. So now Gibby's got a lot of great value. You know what I'm saying? Lonnie says that's why I looked at your rankings. Yeah, I mean, bro, my QB rankings. People always say that to me, Lonnie. They come in here and they go, Smitty, you're crazy. You're crazy. How can you have Lamar Jackson at number 14 on your Fantasy Pros QB rankings? How? Well, do you not predict injury? Do you not predict people to bust? I do. That's why I'm number one, baby. That's why I'm number one. Now, my number one running back, no. Um, I hope to be this year, but sometimes I swing pretty hardcore, and one miss of like Clyde knocked me out in 2020. I don't know what last year would have knocked me down, but anyway, Waller or Kittle? Kittle. Kittle. Give me Kittle. Close, but give me Kittle. 141 in here. 95 thumbs up. Not too bad. My phone's about to die, so I got to sit in my car. So bear with me. Higgins or Mike Evans? Give me Mike Evans, but Higgins could put up a show, bro. He could put up a nice little season. I like Higgins a lot. Burrow or Kyler? For me, it's Burrow without even blinking. But I understand the allure of Kyler Murray. Where do you draft Tyreek? 2-3 turn is ideal. You get him at the 2-3 turn, it's absolutely insane. Higgins or Keenan Allen? Probably go Higgins. Higgins is a tad bit safer, but either one could outscore the other. Thoughts on Lockett? I think Lockett's the guy that doesn't survive well. I think DK survives well if Geno is in there throwing him the football. They have good rapport. People don't realize that Geno and DK actually have good rapport. But can Geno feed consistently both wide receivers? No, I don't think so. Claypool or Pickens? Give me Pickens. I like Claypool. I like Claypool a lot, admittedly. But Pickens is different. He's different. He's going to absolutely explode. Snickers or Reese's? I don't really like either too much, bro. I'm sorry. I like chocolate chip cookies, though. Fresh out of the oven. Brownies. Miss Smitty makes amazing brownies. Love them. Smitty, NSYNC or Backstreet Boys? Neither, but I would say, a little Ice Ice Baby. Vanilla Ice was pretty good back in the day. TDP or Dobbs? Give me whichever one you need positionally because they're pretty darn even. They're both pretty important. Godfather 1 or Godfather 2? Godfather 1. But I like 2 a lot. I actually like 3 a lot. I think 3 was really good. People rip on that too much. I loved it for what it was. Alec Pierce or Romeo Dobbs? Give me Dobbs. I like both though. Both could be wide receiver 3s by the end of the year. Smitty, you're going to crush the QB rankings again this year. I hope so. I hope with Burrow, cigar smoking Burrow, Herbert number 1. That's different than the industry by 1 or 2 spots. Burrow number 3. Everyone's got Burrow at 5, 6, 7. Just sleeping at the wheel on this Joe Burrow cat. He's coming out here smoking cigars while he's practicing. Guy's got Joe Cool is taking it to a whole nother level this year. And I love that people think that Burrow and Jamar can't get better. Like what they were last year is what they were. Dude's coming back from an ACL tear and comes out and drops the fire he does. Yeah, Joe Burrow was born smoking a cigar. He came out of the ICU with one right in his grip, bro. Danny Gray to the moon, potentially. I mean, if Shanahan uses him, Shanahan's hard to predict, though. You had to choose between 3 wide receivers in the first 3 running. Bro, this question, I think I've seen you ask this question, and it's confusing to me as it's zipping by. If I had to choose between, just give me a couple names and I'll rank them, bro. Versus things go too fast for me to be like, if you got three animals, four of which have four legs, the other have two. I can't break it down that quick when it's zooming by. So ask me player for player. Let's break it down one at a time, or three players, rank them. You know what I mean? You like Christian Watson or Dobbs? Give me Dobbs, bro. But Dobbs. We're just talking about Dobbs. Dobbs to the moon. Dobbs is the answer. Dobbs is the ticket. Dobbs is the guy. Hurts or Lance? Give me Hurts. Hurts, the AJ Brown stack is phenomenal. It's one of the top three stacks in fantasy because of the cost that you know. In order to gain them both, you're talking about six and round three and round seven, or round six and round three, wherever you got to buy Hurts, and that's good. You got your first and second and fourth round picks to support all that. You're not tied to the Philly offense to do well. You have other guys and assets that can do well. It's when you tie like last year, Mahomes at like 24 overall and Hill in first round value. And then if the Chiefs do bad, you've got to rely on your third, fourth, and fifth rounders to pull the weight. That's a different balance of draft capital stacking. You stack a sixth rounder and a third rounder and Hurts and AJ Brown, you're laying off so much risk of that stack hurting you if they have a bad game. Just like I love Burrow round six and Jamar Chase round one, you still got your second, third, fourth, and fifth rounders to carry your team. Gift wrap that team up, spread out those two players. Your stack is spread out. You're laying off a lot of risk. Cordero or Emmanuel or Miles Sanders, I don't know, bro. Neither. I don't want to own those guys. DJ Moore or Waddle. Waddle by a little bit, in my opinion, by a decent amount. Hunt or Chase Edmonds. Hunt. I'm not a fan of Chase Edmonds, nor do I like his situation. Two negatives there. Two negatives. And he came from Arizona. You'd think I'd like him, right? No. Olave or Sky Moore. Olave. Tyreek Hill or T. Higgins. Tyreek Hill. I like T. Higgins, but Tyreek Hill's the number one on his team, and he's ultra fast. He'll be used on the ground if they're not getting enough work through the air, those wide receivers, which they might. Tua's doing okay. I'd rather have. I love T. Higgins, but I'd rather have Tyreek Hill. I think they're about a round apart anyway, a round and a half apart. So it's like I'm answering that in a weird way. They're like Tyreek Hill, you draft at the bottom of round two. Higgins, you draft in round four or the bottom of three. WTP says rank my 14-man league. Appreciate your super chat, by the way. Lance and Russell Wilson, Eckler, Miles Sanders, Kenneth Walker, Herbert, Pacheco, wide receivers are Lamb and Javonte Smith, Kittle. Okay, so you definitely you're always gonna have Niners. I know that. You have Lance, Eckler, Pacheco. So your running back two is a little shaky until Herbert or Walker get a hold of it, or Pacheco. So make sure B Robinson. You could use Brian Robinson off waivers, and I bet he's available in this league. I bet you. Lamb, Kittle. Make sure Dobbs isn't available, and you're a Niner fan, so you're gonna think Dobbs is trash. But take off that. Don't look from that lens, bro. Don't look from that angle. Get out of your Niner head. I can already tell you drafted Lance really high. You got Russell Wilson too. Is that a 2 QB league? If it is, then you're a lot better than I'm thinking. But it's a 1 QB league. You took Lance probably high to get him. I get it. But you have a good team. Kittle, Lance, Lamb, Eckler, very, very solid. You just need one move, bro. Get on waivers, stay on waivers, dominate on waivers. Boom. Rams rookie wide receiver or the stash. Maybe. In Dynasty, sure. Will Javonte be better or worse in Las Vegas? Probably can't be better. I'm not gonna say he's gonna be horribly worse, but he can't be the same. Pepsi or Pepsi. I like Pepsi, bro. Hey, Hyphy, on a serious note, I'm a Coca-Cola connoisseur. I can taste if someone hooked up the Coke line on a soda machine. If they hook it up to like Diet Coke for even a millisecond, and it's been a week, I can taste it. Ruins the Coke. Diet Coke can overpower Coke, in that line. That's why when you go to those machines, like at the movie theater, they're all in one. Those taste like trash. for Coke. Just you sharing the same line as diet and all that. That's the dumbest idea on the planet. Ruins the taste of Coke. I don't even know how you bottle that up and sell it as Coke. If I was in charge of Coke and somebody poured something like that and I tasted it, I'd say, you're frauding my customers. This is not even Coca-Cola. But you know what's crazy? Hyphy, a good fountain Pepsi is better than a canned Coke, even though I'm a Coke connoisseur. A fountain Coke is amazing if it's, the settings are right. But a fountain Pepsi is better than a canned Coke. Nothing's better than a Mexican Coke, glass bottle, chilled to perfection. Almost frozen, but not. Like to the brink of being almost slush. Like get it just cold enough. Nothing better than a Mexican Coke. Is Brees Hall a good pick or a bust? Welcome to the channel. I could tell you're new. He's an absolute monster, bro. He's ready to rumble. Brees Hall season. Let's go. Of course he's amazing. Top soda breakdown. That's right, Hyphy. I mean, I love a good fountain Pepsi. You know, Five Guys are in and out. I've eaten at Five Guys like once, and there's one right by my house. So what's that tell you? In and out all day long. Five Guys doesn't even have a drive through. Like, what's up with that? Like, I'm not gonna go to a place that doesn't have a drive through when they're the same. You know, I got kids, bro. I can't be getting out of the car. What do I look like? An imbecile? Um, who do you think will break out for Arizona this year? Hollywood or Rondale Moore? I mean, Hollywood's gonna have a day, bro. He's gonna have a day for 6 straight weeks, and then we'll see what happens. With Hopkins. 148 of you in here, 107 thumbs up. Appreciate you. DeAndre Swift or Diggs? Toss up, but I lean Swift. Smitty, have you ever done? God, the chat's going quick. We're getting busier. You can tell. Like I can't even. I have to pause and pull the chat down. Have you ever done the carnivore diet? Yeah, a little bit of it. I always kind of do different things. Hollywood is Kyler Murray's college. What? Hollywood is Kyler Murray's college buddy? Yeah, of course. They've got a good rapport, bro. Melrose Place or 9-2-0? 9-2-0. Who do you like at the 2-3 turn and half PPR? I love Hill. I love Javonte, but you gotta be in a grandma league for that. But Hill's pretty darn good. I like Hill a lot. I like Hill and AJ Brown, an emergency scenario. Debo a bust this year, no streak. Auction, draft strategy, let other people call your player out so that people can spend money. Don't call your players out early. Get Javonte, get Joe Burrow, get Jamar Chase. Try and build around that. Gabe Davis is a good wide receiver 2. He's an excellent wide receiver 3 and a pretty good wide receiver 2 with some risk at that level. Javonte's going like 30 on DraftKings. It's amazing, swagger. Take advantage. Go to Underdog. Everybody go to Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code Smitty. And I'll give you a free 10-minute phone call if you do that tonight. Use promo code Smitty on Underdog Fantasy. Go do it tonight. And email me a screenshot that you did it, and I'll give you a 10-minute phone call. And they'll match up to $100 on your first deposit on Underdog by using promo code Smitty. Let me ask you guys a question. What would make you sign up on Underdog when you haven't yet using code Smitty? What would good return be? Like, what would you want? Because I'm trying to figure out what it is that can make you guys go drop just a minimum $10 on an Underdog using promo code Smitty. Helps out the channel, so I'm trying to figure out what is it that you want. I'm trying to give away phone calls. That sometimes works. So people like that. But what is it that you want? You want to play in a league? Somebody want to play in a redraft league with me? People that do Underdog right now and send me a screenshot and an email, I will create a league for us. I will create a league for us. You want to do that? Let's do that. Anybody that hasn't done Underdog yet, unfortunately, you got to be new to Underdog. You got to show me a screenshot that you use promo code Smitty. That you got the doubling of the deposit. That'll also prove it. Let's join a league. Let's do a league on Sleeper. I'll give you a link to it. You don't have to do it on Underdog. We'll do the link, the draft on Sleeper. We'll do a draft. Send me a screenshot that you signed up on Underdog using promo code Smitty. You have to use promo code Smitty. And if you know somebody that can do it, have them do it so you can get in the league. Do you have to be in a legal gambling state? You do. Smitty, but if you could have somebody join and do it in another state, and then they can do it or not use it or whatever. But Hollywood or St. Brown, but it's close. I go back and forth on that one. Put Deshaun Watson jersey, and I'll spend $10. Put on. I think you're saying a Deshaun Watson jersey. Can you imagine if I did that? I mean, that would be a funny live stream if I just put on the Deshaun Watson jersey and walked down ASU's Palm Walk with a Trump hat. Have a MAGA hat on and a MAGA hat and a Deshaun jersey with an Alvin Kamara I don't know, on the back or something. Alvin Kamara jersey over my shoulder like a coat. A Deshaun Watson jersey and a MAGA hat, and just see how far I get. Maybe we need to do that. That would be great content. Maybe we should do it and just see how far I get. Just see how far I get before I get tackled or just berated. I mean, you got to offend somebody by the time you get to the end of the Palm Walk at ASU. It's about a mile stretch called Palm Walk. It's palm trees all the way down ASU, the middle of ASU, like almost a mile long. I wonder how far I'd get before I just get blasted. A Cosby sweater? Oh my God. A Cosby sweater with a Deshaun Watson like jacket jersey, an Alvin Kamara like jersey over my shoulder with a Trump hat on, and just walk as long as I can down Palm Walk. It'd be funny. I'm getting high fives and then somebody kicking me, then a high five and then somebody kicking me. Oh man, driving a little kid's mini Bronco, that'd be funny. A little OJ Bronco, little one of those little electric Broncos, and just start driving down. Oh my God, that would be hilarious. All right, guys, what else you got? Smitty, I got JT first, Javonte second, Lamb third. Oh my God, how'd you get Lamb in the third and Javonte? Like, it's almost like you did that backwards and it worked out perfectly. Thoughts? What do you mean thoughts, Jerry? You want me to give you a cookie, Jerry? You just blasted your teammates. Is that not good enough? Is absolute domination not good enough for you, Jerry? What do you want, Jerry? You want to pat you on the back, tell you lost a few friends today? You did. Congrats. Nice job, Jerry. Phenomenal. Smitty, not sure what moves to make to improve my wide receivers. I have Evans, Sutton, Thomas, Olave. Yeah. I mean, they're not horrible, but like, I mean, you can't really trade those guys, bro. Skip my super chat. Are you sure? I think I answered your super chat pretty thoroughly. Let's see here. The last super chat. And oh, was this another one? I'm sorry, Niner. I didn't see this one. I was picked 9, and I had to take Russell Wilson and Lance 4, and 5. I was picked 9. What is it? A super flex? Is it a super flex, Niner? If it's a super flex, I'm liking your team a lot more. Rag, what's up? Should I take T. Higgins over Mike Evans in round 3? I'm planning on taking Joe Burrow. You know, thank you, Rag. I'm not opposed to it, but I'm not opposed to it. I like T. Higgins a lot. I think people are drafting him too early, but
Early third round, I don't like him. Late third round, I've started to like him a little more, but I love him in round 4. I feel the same way about Pittman. I'm not a big third round Pittman guy. I'm not a big T. Higgins in the third round, but I love Higgins in round 4, and I like Pittman a lot in round 4. I just don't love either one of them in round 3. I feel like it's a little bit risky. Chase and Hill or Najee and Javonte? Najee and Javonte, bro. Those are both first rounders to me. Even though you can get Javonte and should get Javonte later. Which running backs are you taking over Najee round 1? JT, and that's about it for me. Bateman, a good bench drop for Dobbs. No, you don't want to drop Bateman because he's got more trade value than that. Evans, consistent hamstring injuries concern me. Yeah, that's why I kind of like, even though I don't love Higgins in the third round, I like Higgins a little more than Evans right now. Evans could be a monster, but I feel like I'm a little worried, bro. What's up, Fantasy Football Show? Love your videos. Thank you, Seahawks. Eddie, appreciate you. Deontay or Gabe Davis? Dynasty? Gabe Davis, probably. Lone Sentinel, mashed potatoes. Thank you, Rag. Appreciate you. Rank Swift, Kamara, Jones. Okay. Mug. Swift, tier break. Aaron Jones, tier break. Kamara. When does Dalvin Cook worth it in redraft? The 1-2 turn. So like 12, 13, 14, 15. But I'm drafting Swift over him, so I never have that problem. I'm never drafting Cook. Should I draft Jamar Chase and T. Higgins on the same team? It's not horrible, but it just depends on the options, man. I can't really stamp that approval when I don't know who else we're talking about. The earliest you're taking Josh Allen this year, I'm not really taking Josh Allen much because of Joe Burrow in round 6 when I think they could be very close. But I'd say the earliest I would take him is like the 3.1. But even when I do that in a mock, I regret it because Joe Burrow's equally as good as these guys. Like I'm definitely an early QB advocate more than most people. But this year's different because early QB, Joe Burrow should be an early QB, and he's not. So it's making me argue the other stance more than ever, but it's because I'm arguing an early QB candidate in the later rounds. So 9 times out of 10, you're landing Joe Burrow when you wait for him, you know? Sorry, will Pitts be a second round pick next year? Next year? I think he probably will be at least the end of the second round, yes. It's a good question. Smitty, are you doing a 10,000 show this year? Are you doing a 10,000 show? I don't know what that means. What do you mean, am I doing a 10,000 show? Have I had 10,000 shows? I don't think I have I? Maybe I have. Convince me to draft Breece Hall in less than 30 seconds. Breece Hall is good. Breece Hall is great. Breece Hall is fantastic. Breece Hall is marvelous. Breece Hall wins leagues. There you go. That's all I need to do, bro. That's all the convincing you get from me. You, honestly, best top 5 combine of all time. 4.39 speed. Wiggle and ability that on tape alone, on film alone, before we had the best top 5 combine and the 4.3940, before we had those things to confirm it, I already told you his film was top 5 over the last 10 years to me. So then he goes and runs the 4.39, then he goes and has a top 5 combine to confirm everything I've been telling you. There you go. Bro, what does your intro say in Spanish? It sounds like it's saying something bad about you. Sounds like El Patron. It says espera. It says wait for. It's off a little bit, but it's okay. We left it. It's wait for your wait for the boss. is essentially what it's kind of saying, but like badly. Espera con el patron. Wait for the boss. So I don't know why you think it sounds bad. Mixon, Javonte, Swift, pick 2. Give me Swift and Javonte, and then tier break Joe Mixon. No knock on Mixon, but he's not in the same tier, in my opinion, as those two. Earliest you take Brees Lightning, 3.5 feels about right. Should I accept Waller and Hall for Dillon and Schultz? Give me Waller. Oh, and Brian Robinson. Give me Waller and Hall. Oh, I get it now. Yeah. Espera con el patron, I think is what I say in it. Thoughts on playing in multiple leagues with the same friends? Feel like ADP goes out the window. Yeah, it's good to vary it up, but sometimes it's better to play with friends than people you don't know. Swift or Javonte in round 2. I like Javonte more than Swift when push comes to shove in round 2. ETN or Brees Hall? I get this question about 500 times a week. I'm not kidding. It's the most asked question I get. Aside from, are you a moron? Or, you can't be serious. Like, I get those 2 questions first the most. And then the third one is Brees Hall or ETN. Right now it's ETN. My man, you keep skipping my question. If you would have asked it right there, I would have seen it. But let me go look for it. I'm not skipping anything, bro. Do you see how many questions are going by? Like, do you think I'm purposefully skipping your question? Like, think about it. Look at all the questions going by. If my draft goes Taylor, CM, I assume you mean CMC, Eckler, who are you taking with the 4th pick? So Taylor, CMC, Eckler, give me JJ or Najee Harris or Jamar Chase. But where, it depends on if you think running backs are going to fly off the board, then I maybe go Najee. I see people that go Jamar Chase and they land Javonte, and then I love the team. They get Burrow. That's my favorite 3 players to own. My favorite strategy is the tripod. The Burrow in round 6, the Jamar Chase, and Javonte. If you can land that, that's the Smitty special. The trio. That's the Smitty special, the tripod. However, I've seen people land that, and then I've seen people go to Najee, and it's good that they do because the running backs don't fall. So it really depends. Would you trade away depth for a needed piece? Tight end, I have Pollard and Dillon on the bench. Yeah, but it depends on for what. Should I trade Amon-Ra St. Brown for Lockett and Amon-Ra for DJ Moore? I mean, Lockett's not a big deal to me. Go with your gut on DJ Moore versus Amon-Ra St. Brown. DJ Moore certainly has a little bit more trade value. Do you think Mahomes and Burrow's ADP should flip to be accurate on what they? No, I like him. I like Burrow a lot right now, and I'm Mahomes a lot right now. I think that he could be right there with those top 3. So I'm not feeling like Mahomes is overvalued at all. I think he's good value. I like the top 4 quarterbacks. I really want one of those guys. Amon-Ra or DK? Give me DK, but Amon-Ra could certainly outscore him. How do you feel about JJ, Kirk, stack? JJ, Kirk? JJ, Kirk, stack? You just mean like Justin Jefferson and Kirk? I don't love Kirk, but he's not horrible. Brian Robinson or Damian Pierce? Pretty even, bro. Pretty even. Rate this: QB, Kyler, Mixon, Elliott, Evans, Pittman, Kelsey, flex. I like it, Dan. I would say you need one big move to win, because you have a couple guys I'm not like super attacking. I don't love attacking Godwin. I like Kelsey, but I'm not into Elliott, Mixon, and Evans. So it's a tough team for me to rank. Blackbeard, appreciate you. Trade Winston and Hawkinson for Kittle? Absolutely. 5 keepers. I have Debo, A.J. Brown, Pitts, Sutton. God, these questions go fast. All can start. Keep Lance or Edmonds? Lance. Who are your favorite tight ends in this dead zone? I'm thinking Cole Kmet. There's no dead zone for tight ends, bro. People just like making up terms. You got tight ends all over the place. In round 6, you got Schultz. Round 6, 7, you got Schultz. Round 7, you got Goddard. Round 8, 9, 10, you got Knox. Freiermuth is there in 10, 11. I mean, there's tight ends all over the place. 1.3 in my draft tomorrow. Who should I take? JT, CMC, go 1 and 2. Either JJ, Chase, or Najee, but it's up to you who, because they're all very close, and it kind of depends on if you think running backs will fall. If you think Javonte will fall, I want Jamar, Chase, or JJ with Javonte. But if Javonte won't fall and you're not going to have like an option to have a good running back, go Najee, and maybe Tyreek Hill falls. You know what I mean? Herbert, St. Brown, or Waller. Give me Herbert over St. Brown, but I like St. Brown a lot. Elvis or the Beatles. They're pretty even, bro. Is Woods worth drafting? No. Maybe as a bench wide receiver, sure. But to emphasize, I'm not attacking him at all. Dak or Lance, give me Dak safer, Lance is more ceiling. Burrow or Hurts? Burrow, but Hurts could be as good. But give me Burrow. I think Burrow's a better option. How do you feel about Andrews with Lamar concern? Good. Like, I'm not... Huntley's really good, bro. Don't worry about it. If you believe in Andrews staying healthy, then don't worry about it. Or are people so high on Waller this year? I don't know, because he's got Adams in town. He's older. A lot of mouths to feed. Not a huge Waller fan this year, but I like him at certain value. Mike Williams or Brandon Cooks? Give me Mike Williams, but I understand why someone might like Brandon Cooks. 132 of you in here. Punch that thumb up button. B-Rob or Ramandre? Give me a tie on that one. Neck and neck. I love both of them. Don't ask me to cut one, because I'm not telling you. I'm not giving you an answer on that one. Waller is sneaky, almost 30 years old. Yeah, he's almost sneakily climbing to 30. Yeah, that's what you mean. I don't know about him being sneaky. I don't know. I like him. I don't hate him, but 133 in here, 117 likes. Let's go, Terry. Nice job. Running back 2, Connor or Montgomery. Wide receiver 2, A.J. Brown or T. Higgins. Give me Connor, I guess, but I don't love either one. Give me A.J. Brown over T. Higgins, but barely, because I love both. Dontrell Hilliard confirmed the backup. Absolutely is the backup. You need to have Hilliard if you're a Henry owner. I actually just got your tripod on the draft yesterday. Burrow, Chase, Javonte, Chubb, Mitchell, Deontay, Cooper. Nice job, bro. Nice job. Yeah, he didn't break out until late in his career. I know, but when you hit 30, you hit 30. So if you had to, you would cuff Lamar. I would cuff Lamar to Huntley. Yeah. If you got room for it, why not? Do you like Akers, Dobbins, and Monty this year? No, no, and no. I'm fading all of them, bro. Scotty, you know that. Scotty, you've been around. You know those are like 3 of my avoids. Come on. Or Scotty, are you just getting into fantasy again for the season? Have you been MIA and I don't know about it? But yeah, I'm fading Akers, JK, and Monty. Probably fading Akers and JK more than I'm fading Monty, and I'm fading Monty. You got to get Herbert. Thoughts on D-Hop? Not worth a 6-rounder, but 7, 8, I'm down. You live in your car? Yeah, vlog. This is where I live. This is where I live. This is where Miss Smitty makes me sleep, in the car. I don't do a Monday through Friday show. I don't go live more than anybody. You look at my channel and you see me in my wonderful, beautiful studio more than most people even upload videos. I do more live shows from my beautiful studio than most people do an entire month. And whenever I come in my car or I go running or I do anything out and about, I get at least 1 or 2 people that not you, but somebody in the comments will say something like, "Don't be in your car next time. It looks unprofessional." like you out of your mind, bro. People like impromptu, naturally living my life. You know, a lot of people like this stuff. There might be one negative Noah that comes into the live stream and says, I don't like when you were in your car. It looks unprofessional. You should be in your studio. Like some critiquer, some critiquing Christopher comes in here and tries to tell me what to do with my show. Like I'll do it wherever I want. If I want to do it from my car 3 days a week, I'm going to do it 3 days a week from my car. I'll do it wherever I want. It's my channel. And I'm not yelling at the guy that asked that question. I don't even remember who asked it. I'm just saying, like, there's always somebody in the comments that has a problem with me doing a live stream from out and about. It's amazing. It's amazing. Can you answer my first question? Sure, Vlogs. I'm struggling with the number 2 pick overall in a 12-teamer. I mean, as you should be, bro, because the number 12 pick is a tough pick. I like guys at like 6, 7, 8 better than I like at number 2 in terms of ADP. So Najee's safe. Jamar, Chase, and JJ are probably the best values. But if you can't get Javonte or a running back that I like in round 2, Najee might be safer because all things are kind of equal. And then maybe you get a Hill or someone like that. But if you can guarantee and get Najee or Swift and your league sleeping at the wheel, then I love that idea. Thank you, Niner by Nature. Appreciate you. Eckler or Jamar Chase 1.3. Again, same answer. You know, if you think you could get running backs later, then all things are pretty equal. Chase, JJ, and Najee are my number 2, 3, 4, you know, overall. Lone Sentinel, a YouTube exclusive member, do you do more videos in your car than some YouTubers, period? That's what I was trying to say. I guess you worded it more eloquently than I did. But what I was trying to say is, that was probably the better way to put it. I barely am in my car. I'm live Monday through Friday in my studio for what is combined about 8 hours of live streaming on the one Monday through Friday show. I live 3 or 4 times a week in the evening from my studio. I'm live anytime news breaks from my studio. And I do this live once a week from my, you know, not even my car. I'm in my car because my phone's about to die. I'm normally out walking around the streets of Phoenix, baby. And I'll continue to do it. Don't worry. No one's bothering me. Evans is a bum. I told you, Smitty. Why is Evans a bum? Yeah, good thing it's my channel, not theirs. Like, remember that guy when I did I did the live stream? I was getting my tire fixed, and I decided not to cancel the Monday through Friday show. And like, I'm going to do it from the taco shop. I'm going to do it from Torchy's taco shop across from the discount tire. Guy had a problem. Came in my live stream. Started, this is ridiculous. You got a bathroom sign behind you. It was in a nice restaurant. There was a restroom sign behind me at my table. It was packed in there. I couldn't choose another table. And there was in the distance, a nice cleaned restaurant sign. It said restrooms. The guy had a problem. He's like, you can't believe you did that. You should not go live unless you're in your studio. I don't think you should go live unless you're at your studio. Very unprofessional of you, Smitty. Very unprofessional. Like, I don't want to live my life, bro. Like, this is one of the coolest parts about my job, is that I could just impromptu go live from my phone and have a show. Like, and a lot of people like the impromptu, like, out and about change of scenery show. 99% of you love this format once in a while. Not every day, but once a week. It breaks up the monotony, the monotonous, you know, routine. And again, it doesn't bother me. I'm not changing it for anybody. It's just funny that people, literally one person, a show that I do this, gets upset about it. Like, what are you thinking? Well, why does this bother you? Why does it bother you that I do a show outside of my studio? That I'm a human being? It's like when you see your teacher at the mall when you're a kid. You're like, you go out of the school? What are you doing at the store? You don't leave the classroom. You're a teacher. You can't go out into the world. I mean, I don't know if that's the kind of reaction that it drives in somebody. I don't get it. I don't get it. Whatever. Who do I find myself drafting the most? I would say Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, Javonte Williams, the tripod team, bro. The tripod team, broski. Silver's been in here on and off. He's been working a lot, I think. It's a dope surprise to get a notification that we're going live. Attaboy. Smitty grind and determination. Thank you, pal. We're gonna make it to 20K this year. I can feel it. By the end of the fantasy season, I hope that we're at 20K. I really feel like we can do it. And then once we get to 20K, I think we start popping. We start popping. It won't take long. We just need to be in front of more people. Most people that find us love the show, even if I'm doing a car show. Even if I'm in my car. I feel like people love the show. I feel like they rarely does someone come, like one out of every like 100 people that come in get mad and, you know, they don't like the take that I'm talking about. Like if it's a Alvin Kamara, you know, is a risk live stream that I'm doing and they come in and they find me that way and they're a Saints fan and they were lured in because they look at a lot of Saints content and it's an Alvin Kamara live stream and YouTube says, hey, maybe this guy will like it, and they shove him in front of my live stream. They come in and they hear something negative and they get upset. But you know, Crunch, I don't really have time. I don't really do much boozing, bro. But anyway, most people when they find it, they're like, "I love this channel. I didn't know you were here, and the way you break down the news and such." And I take pride in that. I take pride in the Q&A. I take pride in talking to you, talking to my people, even though when I can't read all of them, somebody gets mad at me. Smitty, can you stop ignoring my question? I'm trying to answer. Like, what other show is somebody sitting here trying to answer every question? You know what I mean? So, like, I'm doing the best I can, as Mom always said when I'd bother her, and she'd scream, "I'm doing the best I can, little Smitty." Thank you, Terry. This is your job. Just curious. I love to do YouTube full-time. Yes, vlogs. This is my job. Full-time job. That's why I go live whenever news breaks. And I'm lucky to do it. I work for you. I am a YouTuber. You got to see what... It's funny when Miss Smitty introduces me to, like, coworkers or like when I'm out and about, someone's like, what do you do? And I'm like, well, I used to say NFL analyst or an analyst or whatever, but, you know, lately I've used, the last, like, year, I've used YouTuber. And it's so funny the difference people have. That used to mean, oh, you're unemployed. Like 3 years ago. That's why I didn't use it. I didn't use YouTuber or anything like 3 years ago because it's been like growing. It's a growing, popular, trending, you know, like people would love to do this for a living, right? I mean, I wanted to do it for, you know, and here I am. But it's funny because now when you say it, like, people don't assume the worst. They used to assume the worst. I'm a YouTuber. Oh, now you say you're a YouTuber, they don't assume the worst. They assume like the ceiling. They're like, oh my God, so you're famous, or you're, you know, like, and you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not pretending the channel is a million, you know, subscribers or anything, but like, it is funny the reaction people have when they find out you're a YouTuber. What's that even mean? You ought to hear my mom talk about it. I don't know what he does. He does a football radio thing. It's always radio or photography. He does like a football photography radio show or something. I don't know. They went on a strike one time. They're talking about this NFL strike. He went on a strike one time, and I don't know what he's going to do if football gets canceled. I don't understand the photography business. AJ Brown for upside. I don't know what the question was, but I love AJ Brown this year. Godwin round 5. Heck no, bro. No, Rag. Don't touch Godwin in round 5. His ADP's like in round 8 or 9 or 10. Not even close, man. Was able to grab Dalvin Cook and JJ. That's pretty good. Make sure you cuff them. How do you rank Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, Higgins? Give me Higgins, Keenan, Mike Williams, but I quietly like Mike Williams more than Keenan Allen. I'm a celebrity to you. Thank you. Pittman or A.J. Brown? Give me A.J. Brown, but I still love Pittman. Thank you, Rick. If anything, Dallas Goedert will benefit from having A.J. Absolutely. That whole offense will be fire. All right, guys, I appreciate you. I'm going to go run. And I'm going to go back and watch the rest of Top Gun before I shave all this facial hair and just leave the Top Gun stash for tomorrow's live stream. I'm pretty sure I think I'm going to leave just this for tomorrow's live stream. I don't know what it's going to look like. I don't care. I'm going to wear my Top Gun hair on my face. Top Gun, baby. It's halfway through it. One of my favorite movies in the last 4 or 5 years. I knew it was going to be. I mean, my expectations were high. Sometimes that makes me let down. I'm not let down. Love it. Amazing movie. Storyline's amazing so far. Halfway through the movie. Can't wait to get home and stream the rest of Top Gun Maverick. Unbelievable. I'm going to go run. Get my vitamin water. Sit down. Watch a little Top Gun, baby. Let's go. DK or Cooks. Make sure you watch Top Gun 1 first if you haven't. Peace, Smitty. Appreciate you. Thank you, Cody. Justin Jefferson, number 1. In a dynasty, maybe, Scott. But not in a redraft. You got to trade down, bro. Yeah, Top Gun rag. Can't wait, man. So I'm halfway through. It's got an hour left. I'm so excited. It's a whole nother hour. I'm going to be depressed when it's over. I hate when movies end. All right, guys. Appreciate you. Hit that thumb up button on the way out the door. We got 100 thumbs up. Or 135 thumbs up. 100 people in here. Appreciate you. I'll see you all tomorrow. If news breaks, I'll be live on YouTube before my 7 p.m. show. If news doesn't break, I'll see you at 7 p.m. However, I may have a live premiere before the show. And it's going to be my favorite trade draft strategy in 2022. My favorite trade to make with draft picks in 2022. Get ready for that. That premiere will probably be tomorrow. It's a trade premiere, okay? So get ready for that. Hit that thumb up button on your way out the door. Let's go. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Blackbeard, for moderating tonight. Any of my other mods that are in here. Appreciate all the super chats. I apologize if I didn't answer some of them the right way or if things were crazy. I appreciate your super chats. Keep them coming. I'm sorry if I didn't get to your super chat a certain way. Please comment. I answer all my comments in the comments. So please ask me a question again if I didn't answer your super chat the exact way you want, and I'll attack it again. Take it easy, guys. Appreciate all you.